called. And this is explained very nicely in the Bhagavad Gita. Maya tatamidam sarvam jagat abhakta murti. By me, the whole spiritual and material world is manifested. Tatamidam. How it is manifested? Just like the sun and sunshine. Sunshine is manifested all over the universe, and sun is the central point. Similarly, Krishna is the central point, and his shining Brahmajyoti is diffused all over. And the part of that Brahmajyoti, when it is, I am to say, covered by the cloud of Mahatattva, that is called material existence. So we are in this darkness. So Krishna says, Lord says, so his place is in the internal potential. Sarup Shakti Rupetana Avastha. He is situated there in his internal potential. Sangsha Vivinnangsa Rupe Haya Vistar. Ananta Vaikuntha Brahmande Karena Vihar. Now, then Krishna, he expands himself. Eka Bahushyama, that is the Vedic version. One is expanding into many. And how that many is manifested, that is explained here. The Sangsha Vivinnangsa. He expands himself as person himself and as parts. As person himself, that expansion is called Vishnu Tattva. And the Vivinnangsa, separated expansion, we are living entities. We are also expansion. The expansion of Vishnu Tattva is just like Rama, Nrsimha, Varaha, all the incarnation, all Vishnu Tattva, Rama, Nrsimha. There are so many thousands and millions of expansion. Sangsha, personal self, and separated self. We are also Krishna's part and parcel expansion. That we have got intimate relationship with Krishna. Sangsha Vivinnangsa Rupe Haya Vistar. Ananta Vaikuntha Brahmande Karena Vihar. So Krishna is both in the spiritual world and the material world. Because we represent Krishna, we are in this Brahmanda condition. But there are many living entities who are eternally liberated. They never come to this. How it is that? Just like the ocean and the rivers. In the river you will find fishes, and in the ocean you will find fishes. But sometimes it may be that the fishes of the river may go to the ocean, but the fishes of the ocean never comes to the river. Never comes to the river. There is no place for them. This is a crude example. Similarly, and as the ocean is far, far greater than the river, thousands of rivers cannot be compared with the measurement of the ocean. Similarly, thousands and millions of this material world cannot be compared with the spiritual world. The spiritual world is so great that millions of material world taken together, it can be dropped into the spiritual world. It is such great. Therefore, material world is called 1/4 manifestation of Krishna's energy, and the spiritual world is called 3/4 manifestation of Krishna's energy. Sangsha Vivinnangsa Rupe Haya Vistar Ananta Vaikuntha Brahmande Karena Vihar. Sangsha Vistar Chaturbhya Avatar Gan Vivinnangsa Jivtar Shaktite Gana. The Sangsha, his personal expansion, is Chaturbhaha. The first expansion is Chaturbhaha. Swayamrup, Swayam Prakash. Swayamrup, the personal self, Krishna. And when he begins to expand, the next immediate expansion is Balaram, Baladev. And from Baladev, Chaturbhaha, four expansion, Kaibuha, is guarding, guarding. What are those expansions? Sankarsana, Pradyumna, Aniruddha, and Vasu. This expansion. Chaturbhaha, and from Sankarsana, all kinds of incarnation. From Sankarsana, all kinds of incarnation comes. In this way, we have already discussed to some extent in the previous chapter. Vivinnang sujeev tar shakti te gana. And the separated expansions, the living entities, they are counted as a different energy of the Supreme Lord. Just like there is difference between the heat and the fire. Fire is with heat, but heat is, although has got the fire's qualification, it is not fire. Heat you can touch, but fire you cannot touch. Just like there is some distinction. But there is no distinction also, because fire is also hot and heat is also hot. But still there is distinction between fire and heat. So heat, what is the position of heat? Heat is energy of fire. Similarly, although we are expansion of the Supreme Lord, we jivas, living entities, we are just like heat, not fire. Fire is Krishna. So, সেই বিভিন্নাংশ জীব দ্বৈত প্রকার এক নিত্য মুক্ত এক নিত্য সংসার. Now, this energy manifested as the living entities, they are also two kinds. What are they? Ek nitya mukta. One class of living entities, they are eternally liberated, just like the fishes in the ocean. Take the ocean as the place of liberation. Sometimes the example is given that as the rivers glide down to the ocean and the water is become one. That's all right. That oneness, this is impersonal conception. Everyone goes and mixes, as every river goes down to the ocean, and there is no more distinction which is the river water and which is the ocean water. They become one. That is the monistic philosophy. But Vaishnava philosophy goes further. That why you are satisfied with the water, why don't you see within the water? Within the water you will find there are big, big fishes and aquatic animals. They keep their separate identity and they enjoy in the ocean. The foolish person, they are satisfied that I am in the ocean now. That is the less intelligence. Go deep into the ocean and see what is going there. Similarly, those who are satisfied simply by merging into the spiritual existence, impersonalists, they are less intelligent. They have no intelligence to see that within the ocean there is individual expansion, individual life, and they are enjoying. Similarly, in the spiritual sky, there is individuality. That individuality is there. And that individuality is reciprocated between Krishna and the individual souls. They are called Nitya Mukta, eternally liberated. And the other class, who are just like in the river fishes, they are called Nityabadha. They are, I am going to say, they are limited sphere in the river or in the pond or in the well. The frog philosophy, they are expanding themselves. Frog, how much great is Antarctic Ocean. So they are called conditions. Those who are in this material world, although they are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord energy, but because they are conditioned in this material contamination, they are called I am going to say conditioned by the laws of nature. So the whole process is to understand this thing means the why should he remain conditioned under the laws of material nature? Uh, Let us try to go back to the ocean and become as big. That should be the philosophy of life. Thank you. Any question?